5 heroes put together in good hero matchups versus the other team, but as a whole, it doesn't come together as nicely.
I mean, at least the Doom pick for Playtime now has some like obvious Grimstroke. You know, double Doom seems pretty good.
Maybe slightly leaning on the side of NIGMA. However, I will say, there is this Grimstroke hero that can come out and do so much this game versus the Muertas. Level 1 fight.
That's fine.
Looks like anyone should go down. Maybe Misho.
I was going to say how Misho might be in trouble now.
Witch has to maybe help him out a little, but...
Let's have a look.
Let's see.
I mean, depends how much GH wants to keep chasing. If Divide can get back in with another Battle Hunger. Power shot, Battle Hunger onto Wits might just do it.
Can he get up?
He can. Gonna tick down pretty low. He has got Fairy Fires and 1 charges if he needs to, so he should be alright, unless Omar's able to snipe
He just
him.
tanks it.
Okay.
He doesn't even want to use anything.
Fair enough, I guess,
so.
wants to keep the consumables for the laning stage.
I mean, otherwise he goes to the lane with like 10 HP and he can't stay.
Yeah,
so you know what?
fair.
He'll die, they'll get the first blood. So Devi will be pretty happy about getting that. It's an awesome thing to have as an axe, right? Getting that first blood start, getting that XP advantage to the lane too, but Witch will get the reset. Nice little pressure play though. They stacked up the wave. I believe they wanted to go for like a glyph and dive play, but they didn't have enough to be able to go for it there.
See another attempt around the mid. Decent damage, and he's got the backup of Valmisho, but Noob turns for the shield crash. Blood grenade down upon him. Omar's going to TP over up a Lotus to keep Noob healed up. Power shot in onto Valmisho. Noob getting fought very low there by the Tidebringer, but will manage to survive.
And Omar's okay.
Some good reaction there from NIGMA Galaxy to ensure that Noob remains safe. And
he might go in.
Might just be able to snipe Darmago. Comes in with a swashbuckle. Not enough. Torrents now in turn onto Omar. There's the angle. Darmago able to cut down Omar with the Tidebringer. They will get the kill at the end of it all.
Can GH chase Darmago? He might be able to. No more Fire Spirits. Can't quite go for it.
He's going to be fine, Darmago.
I've seen him do this before too. He buys treads. I don't see many of the other Pangos. Like they just go usually that Diffusal, right? Or that Mage Slayer some of the times. But usually it's just the Alacrity into the robe, into the rush without boots. So interesting to see that he goes for this. Maybe just wanted to tank up a little versus the Kunkka, I guess. Since it is a lot of constant damage that he's applying onto you.
Got GH. Trying to go for Valmisho here, but Schofield turns up with a backup. GH trying to get that extra bit of damage out here with the dive. Can he kill Valmisho? He can.
Oh, what a play.
So we'll get the job done, get that XP from the kill first. GH taking down Valmisho before he falls himself.
Witch definitely still feeling that pressure. He is not healthy down here by any means.
If he gets left on his own against the Axe, it's not fun.
Level 3 Battle Hunger.
And he might just be dead. I know he's got fair few 1 charges.
He's gone.
Actually opts to just... I mean, could he...
He's gonna get dunked. Stacks are starting to get cleared. Darmago is very low HP. NIGMA's looking to contest.
He's gonna head out. Be able to refresh there with the X-Mark TP. Darmago. Dive in the tower. Devi.
They're on Frank.
Good angle with the swashbuckle and the Battle Hunger down onto Valmisho. That's the Winter Wyvern gone. Power shot connects. Frank's in trouble.
It's a lot of spam.
It's pretty speedy. I mean, Devi's going to want to dive in and dunk this. There we go. Double kill for Devi.
It's really interesting the way their draft kind of functions, right? Because it's such low cooldown, constant spam. Battle Hunger, power shots, Pango spells. They're getting quite a bit here on the side of NIGMA. And with this blink on the X, Darmago's BKB still cooldown for 4 seconds. Devi.
They want to try and fight back. They'll get the combo drop down onto Omar. Throwing everything onto this Wind Ranger, and they'll get him. Question is, can they get out in return? Looks like they'll be fine, because NIGMA, they don't want to try and force the fight. They'll go for the roll. Has he got the timing on the X? He does. Did. Roll comes to an end, so he's able to bring him back with the X mark. Noob gets the shield crash off. They'll kill him off. Witz getting the double.
Very nicely done. And good positioning around that cliff there was actually really nice. They actually used the Soulbind, and it made Noob stop his roll and then retry to go for it because he didn't want to get bound next to his teammate. Really good defensive fight there from Playtime.
Bottom. We're gonna get the catch.
And is it enough?
He does not have backup around. Dunk comes in a little too early, but they'll still get the kill.
Nicely done. Omar almost is going to have the Vessel done now, too. So we'll be very good, actually, versus the Actually, versus 3 of the heroes. It's going to be very effective here. Devi does not want to stand next to him.
No, he does not. If he gets caught together, Frank's going to try and get the vision. They're just going to drop down the Doom solo on towards Noob. Take the Pango out of the fight, which they'll certainly succeed in doing. It's going to be Noob gone. Devi comes in with the call, because Noob's already dead, so there's not a huge amount of help ready to back up Devi. And he's going to pay the price for that. Caught in the combo. And now follow-up curse down on towards GH. They're going to try and chase on for more.
And they're going to lose their wisdom off of that as
They
well.
get the angle with the Tidebringer to get the slow on a GH. GH, he's got the egg. He's probably not going to want to pop it. Doesn't even get the chance. Phantom's Embrace comes in.
Oh, explosive hit.
I mean, they should have bailed out of that fight a little bit sooner. He get the jump. He can.
Does.
It's the opening onto Wit. Soulbind comes out onto the two of them. Shackle shot is there onto Wit. Is there any potential of saving him? He's going to get clipped by the Fear. Will be able to jump out to the side. He's got the Manta with a Rolling Thunder and Swashbuckle comes in for Noob. Noob able to finish off the job. Can he get out though? Torrent comes in perfectly onto the two of them. GH, he'll get the egg off in time. They should be able to kill the egg. The call though comes in. Oh, it doesn't matter. They still kill the egg off there with the two melees, Dark Margot and Frank. So it's GH out, another Torrent onto Divide. Noob ready to come back in with the curse. Comes in onto the four of them, takes down Noob. El Misho trying to bully them back. As Dark Margot will still end up ticking out to Divide. Well, they're going to go for a smoke play on towards, maybe seeing if they can catch Dark Margot pushing out these waves.
Would be massive.
Oh, here's the call, Divide. They'll get the opener into the Shackle and the Rolling Thunder. Very nicely caught there by Divide.
Beautifully done. 60 seconds.
Can't try and force the Roshan.
And there's a ward on their side, Owen. NIGMA does have that ward right above Dark Mago to the left right now, so. Schofield.
GH gonna check things out on the high ground. They found Schofield at the start again.
Does he want to be the one to scout things out like that? I guess him dying just lets his team get away, but...
I mean, Noob still found the angle on towards Wits and has forced out the BKB on the Kez. Divide's gonna have Blink in a second. There it is. He gets him with a Blink call on towards the Kez. They'll get the Torrent down on towards Noob, but the Supernova comes in from the high ground. They've dropped the Doom onto Noob, but he's getting healed up by the Sunray. Supernova's a success, and now they can turn. Devi's in with the dunk, takes out Dark Margot. They'll get Frank as well.
Schofield just died in the midst of everything too. I don't think he did even get the portrait out. Was it blocked? I think it might have even been blocked.
And they just can't pull the fights together here,
No.
Playtime. NIGMA Galaxy starting to make this one look really easy. Divide every single time, getting these crucial calls. We'll get the Dark Portrait at least of Rinsky Q. And it's slowly seeing signs of the damage there. We'll be able to take the Aegis out of him. See if NIGMA Galaxy want to push in for this. They do. Rinsky Q, he just jumps in. Does mean he'll get caught out with the Soulbind Doomer here. Onto the two of them. They get into combos, and that will be enough to bring down Rinsky Q.
He is so deep.
So they'll get the call out in return, but Supernova, can they kill the egg? They're going to do their best to try to. Couple more hits. They'll kill it.
Oh my god.
The
Last
egg's
second.
taken out. Playtime, push back, and El Misho, he's not done yet. Jumps in with the curse onto Devi, allows Frank to close the gap. Devi's going to get taken out, caught in the torrent.
Oh wow. Making magic happen.
They hold.
Could be huge. One of them will be taken out.
It's going to get gone on. Devi's watching from the side. There's going to be the double doom again.
The egg. He's got him inside.
They should be able to focus and take it down. They get it. The egg's gone, and with that, GH and Noob taken down.
It's a reflected doom.
It is, so Frank in return will die. Schofield should be able to survive through this. Yeah, pretty much the final tick. Not enough to kill him. Also, Schofield will live. It's 3 dead again on NIGMA Galaxy.
They're doing it all.
Again, getting caught out. Do I want to go for this ball? Yeah, maybe he's saying he doesn't want to do it. His team's telling him to go. And then he's making the jump. By the time he makes it, it's too late. And Noob could be in trouble as well.
The leash.
He's going to get caught here. Locked down onto the two of them. The boat's coming in as well. They're in a whole lot of trouble. That's Omar dead. Noob stuck up on the cliff. We'll be able to jump down, but the Hex comes into play. Phantom's Embrace clips onto him. It's effectively going to be everybody dead on NIGMA Galaxy.
10 minutes of outplay by Playtime.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see if they get a double cut and Soulbind again. Let's see if they get double cut and Dooms. Rinsky, Devi.
If they find Schofield, and they do, they get the jump on a Schofield, but he's got the Eon disc. He's able to get out of the side. The curse is going to be used to hold back down Noob. Frank's going to go straight for Omar for now. They'll kite out the Supernova, stay away. Noob pretty far from the rest of his team. He's trying to kill Schofield, but he cannot. Devi's going to jump in with the call, but the boat comes out. Schofield, he's falling so low, but the cold embrace comes in. El Misho tries to save him, but Rinsky steps up, shoots him down. They'll lose Devi though.
Rinsky's getting the hit.
Ready to try and go for more. This time it's Playtime that might have gone a little too deep, as they'll lose Wits under the tier 3. GH, caught by the Hex and the Torrent, won't be able to dive out. Both of them dead without buyback.
Rinsey.
Now Witz, he's ready to go for more. Cleans up Rinsey in a couple of hits.
They've done it,
NIGMA
Owen.
Galaxy, it's going to be 3 of them dead. Noob can't get back to the fountain as Witz cuts him down as well. Noob's got the buyback, but the rest of the 3 of them, they don't. Can they really buy this sort of 30 seconds of time they need? I mean, they're just focused in the ancient. Okay, Dark Margo will now turn over towards Noob. Now the buyback golds come available for Devi. He'll buy back, but immediately gets caught by the Hex. Dragged back into the Torrent. Both comes in. Devi in trouble. They've managed to take out El Misho. Can Devi get back to the safety of the fountain? He can for now. He'll be able to drag in Frank as well.
The throne.
But the BKB's there, and indeed they'll just focus their efforts back up towards the Ancient. They'll drop down the Doom onto Noob. Noob to fall. The buyback comes in from Rinsey Q, but surely it's a little too late. The Ancient slowly but surely been taken out. Dark Margo's ready to end the game. Get out of here. No, there's no way. What?
Okay,
no, there we go. He's like, all right, guys, I'll turn up and finish the game. I think he came in with it, but what a game.
That was
from Playtime. Incredibly entertaining stuff from them.
Getting this big advantage, getting Roshan's.
And a couple of awkward sort of late game situations around the buybacks, right?
Yep.
Making that sort of smoke play into an Aegis whilst 2 of you cause a 200 gold off buyback, that's a big risk to take.
But it's actually very good. You can't... I mean, so it's a lot. I think the first few waves is like very, what's it called? Like volatile in a way. But if you do well with your regen early and you have good micro with the wolves, you're definitely gonna do very well.
And then NIGMA Galaxy kind of catching us by surprise with this Lycan last pick.
I mean, Quinn was actually mentioning it to me in the green room, like literally right before they'd picked it. He's like, Noob loves Lycan. He's been picking a lot. Schofield looks like he's actually just dead here. So
all right, well,
we'll get first blood.
He's going to be happy with that one, Noob.
Yep. And I'm curious to see what he's going to do with it, right? There's a lot of different cool things he can do for pulling waves, but he also can just last hit, right? You have the wolves plus your base damage.
It might just be their bread and butter.
Omar doing a fantastic job down here. Rubik nowadays just so good at trading from this curiosity stacks. Every time they cast these spells, he's just hit so hard. He's trading versus 2 heroes
Omar
effectively.
might be dead, though.
Let's see. They got him.
He's gone. Can Rinsey Q at least find Frank in return? He can. So Rinsey Q, he'll take that one.
Yeah, great zoning there from Omar. Schofield will be able to at least get some of these creeps. Rinsey gets the cleanup. I think Playtime also has great ways to move around the map, right? They have Nyx, they have Hoodwink, they have good ways to be able to kill at least too, so let's see.
Rinsey Q is going to step up with the Metamorphosis. Get a nice easy kill here with Omar to take out Schofield.
And they've got the Coddle here too, so more illusions.
Frank's pretty tanky though, as the Tide, and in fact, the backup coming in of El Misho. GH might just be in trouble himself. No, he's able to juke around the tree line, he'll get away.
Frank now.
Further TPs are coming in, the blast off the mark. Rinsey Q and Omar, they really want this kill. They'll get the telekinesis on towards Frank.
Good
And
start.
comes out onto the both of them with a bushwhack. Frank still alive, finally goes down. Omar trying to salve up in the trees, but he will fall. I mean, Rinsey Q is getting these kills. You know, they're going for kind of these crazy plays here, NIGMA Galaxy. It's working for the Terrorblade. Rinsey Q's happy with this.
I mean, for the Viper, right? The Necro, of course, he's going to be able to have his answers as time goes on.
I mean, they want to kill this Necro before he's able to purchase the Relic.
He's not 8 yet either, so he doesn't actually have a point in the Ghost Shroud yet.
Schofield holding onto the stun. We'll be able to hold back Noob. They're chasing down, which they should have. And the call comes in. They take the Necrophos out and are able to successfully delay that Relic a little bit longer.
Dire structures are fortified.
And what's the build on the Viper? Is it going to be Boots of Travel? It is. So Dark Mago is going to look to try to match the mobility that's coming out.
Well, this should be a scythe kill. They've caught Devi.
That's the Relic. 9 minutes.
Dark Margo at the same time.
He's speedy.
And he's actually going to be able to... Oh! The smoke there gets him away from the summons. El Misho coming in clutch there to save his mid.
Yeah, still going to have one of the faster Radiances we do see.
They might just kill Devi. Wraparound's coming in from Schofield. Bots play as well from Dark Margo. They're going to find him again, Devi.
I like this. We've seen it a lot, of course, for the Vipers. I've seen people vary away from it, but this game absolutely needs the mobility. And they've got
Slow
wits.
down this Terrorblade.
Yeah, they've got wits here too. He's got the radio off. He's sneaking. They're right on top of him.
They are. It's going to be pretty dead here, Rinsey Q. No way out of this one.
And they don't have to waste Ravage, right? So for the fight, they can actually keep that one as well. He comes just in case of things, though, if a fight does kick off. After a pretty devastating defeat in that last game,
Yeah,
right? Like the way that whole turned.
It's got to feel a little rough. I mean, on bottom, Devi Can he get away from these?
Bowfield's on his way as well already.
I mean, they have Ravage if they want to. They shouldn't need to, though. Acorn shot and a bushwhack.
And they can't even really react.
And what's going on around the mid?
Oh,
They do
made it.
turn. And Wit's able to get the Shroud off. Starting to heal. So let's get the Reaper Scythe up, but it's early. Omar's going to be fine. It'll be a huge kill if
Wit.
they can get Wit. They'll try and force him to safety. He's able to get another heal off the miss
Miss.
chance. He's
No
still
way.
alive. He gets out of there. And now the Ravage comes in from Frank onto the three of them.
Not much follow there.
Might just be able to kill off Frank so that they'll get a Tide kill. But somehow Wit's getting out of that one.
How the hell did he... I mean, little things, right? The miss, the Lotus is being passed over to him. Next call.
They'll be able to quickly destroy Dark Margot. See if they can get more.
Wait.
Can over towards Witch, but the Ravage comes in from Frank. He's in on top of Divine.
No follow-up, though.
Frank now having to start stepping away, but Rinsey Q's in on top of him. Divide back in with another call. They've locked down the Tide. They'll be able to kill Frank off. NIGMA Galaxy get 2 big kills. Keep the push on around the tier 2.
Witch doesn't want to walk into this Terrorblade. When the Coddle is in position to just constantly spam heals and support him, he's kind of scared to just walk in there. Another Ravage that Frank has thrown out that doesn't really commit on, doesn't really catch much of anything great. And yeah, let's see. Playtime, I think this is, yeah, them going to force a little more, potentially even go for like a Roche fight if they can get a couple kills before it.
Oh, amplified damage rune as well, ready for this move.
Oh, and they might bait it. Oh, they actually just see Rinsey.
Oh, I mean, they get the opening on towards Rinsey Q. GH will try and get him out of here, but they cannot save him. Ravage comes out on Frank onto both GH and Divide. As Divide will try for the TP out, but the Scythe's there to shut him down.
Straight to Roche. That's exactly what they were looking for here. That's pretty funny. It's very good this game. Just not so much on Hoodwink perhaps, but either way, whatever. Someone wants to buy it.
A little bit extra.
Wrap around.
Oh, we're going to see them go for the jump here on towards Frank. Divide's caught the Tide, but the Ravage still comes out and is going to catch on a Rinsey Q. He gets Reaper Scythed as well. I mean, they find the Tide, you know, Divide tried to sort of set up, but again, where's the follow-up, right? You might get that initial catch, but you're not killing these heroes, especially these tankier ones. Frank's always going to get to press Ravage. And, Dark Margot ready to treat himself now, getting to some of the right-click builds, getting that Maelstrom back out and looking for a Miona, something to help with the scaling and help with against the Terrorblade and such down the line.
Oh, they get the leash.
He's got the anchor at the ready.
The Wolf.
Stops Noob from getting out of there. He's got the ult, but the stun comes in. Can he run from this? He can't.
No, he cannot.
Noob's gone. At the same time, they do manage to turn on towards Dark Margot. They'll kill off the Viper.
That was Aegis just timed out, right?
I think it must have been around now. You're right.
I think it was like a second ago. Okay, opportune timing. He can just go to the base and deal with it since he's got the boots to travel to join his team in any situation. Frank is scouted.
They get the call on the side. At the same time, Schofield's ready to move it onto the back lines. They're trying to kill the Tide, but Frank's able to walk it off. He's fine. Noob's committed him with the BKB. They're trying to find Schofield. Off the side, they'll look for him.
They're on the Terrorblade.
I mean, they can't even kill Schofield. Schofield's fine. He survived through this effort. It just ends up looking rather awkward there as well. I mean, you kind of had him chasing Schofield in that corner. Then I think at the same time, when he got to that corner, Omar kind of lifted him and then took him off there, so then Noob could no longer hit him.
Margot, they're going to try for it. They are.
The call is very tanky, though. BKB comes out from Dark Margot. He's fine. The backup's coming in. Witz turns up as Witz is ready to go straight over towards him. The TP out is there.
He's dead in the base.
Dead in the fountain. Device out for 80 seconds.
And maybe even that talent's coming into play, too, in the base, but still just gets absolutely annihilated from it.
Who's going to jump in? Does Devi want to go for it?
I mean, Margot sieges very quickly. They're going to try.
See what they can do. They'll get Margot down to about half HP. Rinsey Q is standing his ground with the BKB. We'll be able to turn, take the Aegis out of Dark Margot.
Witch.
That's
Get the
Divide
Reaper.
dead. And now they can push on. Tier 3 gone. Taking the kills as GH falls. No buyback on him. And we should try for more. Actually, it's the bushwhack onto Rinsey Q. Dark Margot forcing forward. Witch
Ravage.
forward. There's the Ravage onto Rinsey Q. Reaper Scythe comes in. He's out of the game. Does have buyback. We'll use it straight away.
Nice pass off. Gets the Reaper successfully onto the 2 cores. If they need to, since nobody's died in 20 minutes, so.
Oh,
Catch.
a Ravage comes out though, but the BKB was there in time for Rinse Secure. Turn over towards Frank. They're trying to kill the Tide, but they can't. Can't TP out either. They're Divide. Divi's dead. 4 of them gone. They're running out of buybacks. They've got one on Divine. They do have one available on GH. But Noob's out. Omar's gone. No buybacks on them. Schofield ready to set up here with the Aghanims behind the base itself. The Ravage comes out again. Divi out. The Rinse Q gone. They'll finally tap out. GG is called. Playtime closing this one with a 70k gold lead at 55 minutes. And with that, getting the 2-0 against NIGMA Galaxy. It just didn't really all gel well.
Agreed.
This time around for NIGMA Galaxy at all. And Playtime, they crush it today. They'll take both games here. Playtime 2-0 against NIGMA Galaxy.